I probably should get one.
This just looks like a pocket knife.
How easy can it get to be more fashionable within like just a couple of seconds without changing the watch?
It's a loop that I have from my grandfather.
I got a little microfiber cloth. It's purple because, you know, that's how I roll.
So this video is about tools and accessories or anything related to watches. And I think you already brought some stuff with you. Can you show us what you have?
I brought a UV light. You can trigger the lume and it starts glowing right away.
Number one is this one, which is actually from a electronic toolbox. So it's not by definition a watch tool, but it comes in very handy because I like to swap the band on my GMT from time to time.
Accessories, I only own several straps.
This is my ugly but useful storage case for all things watches.
Polywatch to fix up some scratches on the Hasselite crystals.
I bought it because it was the right size to fit into my closet.
My watch winder, I use it more as a presentation box, because I have like 3 manual watches that doesn't make sense for them to get winded all the time.
Of course, we got the Divers Watch Facebook group stickers.
I also have like a spring bar tool, especially like winter, summer times. I like to change this, and also when I get a little bit bored of some style, I like to like pimp it up again.
The second thing that I brought, it's a band from Phenomenato. How easy can it get to be more fashionable within like just a couple of seconds without changing the watch?
My favorite thing I think, is altogether this very insignificant shock case. It's essentially a hard shell case where you store your watch in, and I feel very comfortable putting my watches in there, just throwing it into a bag. I don't have to worry about them breaking. It's cheap, costs like $16 or so. Very affordable, but very sturdy, and I couldn't live without it.
This is quite an interesting thing. It's a loop that I have from my grandfather. It's a fold-in loop made out of bakelite. It has an 8x magnification. You can have a look at details. It's quite interesting sometimes, and I think quite useful.
Got the UV light for making my speedy shine.
The Wristwatch Handbook.
A caliper for measuring, you know, stuff. This was my grandpa's, so it has some sentimental value to me also.
Specifically, this book dives into a lot of details about the movement or about some valves on the watch or something, how they work.
And of course, the trusted Bergeon 6767 to change the straps or remove the spring bars.
Okay, now I'd like to ask you to, as always, pull the tray that you have in front of you and uncover it for me real quick.
All right.
And see what's underneath.
All right.
I've seen it already so many times in the videos. I'm doing it myself.
I don't know what kind of use this is for. What do you think it is for?
I don't know if it's got a special name, but it's just a bolt to open and close the watch pack.
I think that's quite useful to have because it doesn't scratch your case back.
I think it's to close the back of the watch.
The Demagnetizer, I actually used it on this watch. I think I have to use it again.
Sometimes very important. Can get your watch to way better times.
My watch was running maybe 30 seconds plus, which is not terrible, but you have other expectations. Yeah. And then we just demagnetized it and it was back to COSC certification. So it's crazy what these magnet things do, and just doing it every once in a while or checking whether your watch is magnetized, saves you a trip to the watchmaker also.
Polywatch can also recommend also have one at home.
Of course, I have the Speedmaster with the Hasselite, and these plexiglass crystals, they just bang up or you scratch them and then you polish them back up. Not often, not all the time. I do it maybe every 3-4 months or so. Then it looks like new and you can live on with your watch. And it also makes it better, I guess, to know you can put a little scratch into your Hasselite and not have to worry about, you know, buying a new crystal.
But why would you actually remove marks or dents? It belongs to watch in a way, doesn't it?
This just looks like a pocket knife.
It's obviously a pocket knife, but this is a special one because you have a normal blade, and on the other hand, you have a case back opener blade.
I guess this one?
Right,
Okay.
that's the one. So that's designed for opening case backs, which are not obviously screw-in case backs, but pressing case backs. So you pointed out the tool right in the middle.
Yes.
Why is that?
That should be... Am I allowed to touch it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Pick it up.
I think this would be the nicer and bigger brother of this thing.
If I put on my metal bracelet on the watch, I'm very scared to scratch it. I think this is a little bit more helpful to not scratch the watch.
So if you could take one item with you right now that includes the item you brought today, which one would that be?
The spring bar tool.
The watch not included.
The watch not included.
That's definitely the fold-in loop.
I think I would go with the loop.
Well, it would be my spring bar tool. That's the first accessory I bought for watches. It's also the one where I did the most damage with so far.
The tweezer would be number one. What I
Okay.
would also be very happy to own is a nice magnifying glass or loop, or however you want to call it. It actually elevates you to a whole kind of another dimension, how you can appreciate a watch and dials and all that kind of stuff. But I guess my recommendation for everyone else, take the NATO strap or take the leather strap.
Thank you for watching and subscribe to Chrono24. The channel? Wait, should I redo this?